Welcome back. This is Randall Winter, and my guest today, Neil Weichel from RE/MAX. Okay, so we're talking about these special homes at the bank zone. Let's talk a little bit about how that's flipped around.
Yeah, so we were talking during the break about just how much our business has changed, and I guess we started by talking how unpredictable it is. Most people sort of know this, but the reality is that the amount of bank-owned or even short sale distressed properties where the homeowner is still in it is a fraction of what it was. It's a much, much smaller number. At the height of the market for distressed properties, 80% of our inventory was either a short sale or a bank-owned property. So you had lots of vacant properties, lots of dead lawns. I'm sure everybody saw them in the various neighborhoods. Now that's a pretty rare thing. I mean, it still occurs, of course, and we'll have it for the next couple of years. But the reality is it's less than 15% of our marketplace. So what's happened really over the last couple of years is instead of the bank taking the property back, when it goes up for what we call trustee sale or foreclosure sale, investors have been purchasing them. And believe it or not, that's been one of the best things that's happened to our marketplace. And here's the reason why. Let's say a nice property that would sell for, say, $500,000 goes to trustee sale, and the bank decides to take it back. They probably won't do anything to it. They may even sell it with a dead lawn and you know, water damage and filthy carpet and who knows what else. And it might sell for maybe $410,000, $420,000, $430,000. But if an investor buys it, instead of the bank taking it back, their motivation is to get as much money out of it as possible, so they'll hire somebody like Randy Winter, right? Or some other contractor, and they'll get in there and they'll do the kitchen. They'll get in there and they'll do the bathrooms, and they'll actually sell it for maybe even more than the $500,000 market value because it's so nice by the time they're done with it. The fact that that kind of a sale replaced a lot of the bank-owned sales, and it did, really helped bring our marketplace back. So first of all, we have far less distressed sales, which help the marketplace a lot. And a lot of the properties that were going back to the banks in 07, 08, and 09 when the market was just, you know, really poor, in 10, 11, and 12 were purchased by investors and sold for much more than they would have sold for had the bank marketed them. Mm-hmm. So that's what happened.
So we're in much better shape. So what the people can take away now is if they're going to buy a house, I'll tell you my initial feeling, some of the investors don't hire Randall Winter Construction, by the way.
Yes, you do too good a work for them.
They're more the flippers.
Yeah.
In fact, the house I bought in Happy Valley, an investor bought, a local friend of mine, and he decided, after me giving him a bid to fix it up, that it was way more work than he had anticipated. And I ended up buying it and making it a nice home for my wife and I. But that's not your typical investor flipping house. So you might want to watch out for some of those houses that you're buying from someone like that. Certainly have a home inspection, right?
Oh yeah, we would never sell a home without a home inspection, and maybe even a few more. You're absolutely right though about you know, a quote unquote flipper or an investor or whatever you want to call them. You know, their motivation is to put as little into it to get as much out of it. Whereas a homeowner who might hire you, like I might, you know, I'm interested in quality. I'm not interested in flipping the property. But the point is this, and I think it's worth noting: people are putting more money into their homes again, and homeowners are. And in addition to that, these flippers have taken these properties that in many cases really were in poor condition and at least improving them to the point where they're going to get market value or perhaps even a little better. There are a few investors out there that will go the extra mile and really put nice stuff into the homes because they know that they're going to get more money.
Right. It's giving more people the opportunity to own a home again, which is a great thing to see. That's wonderful. It's so nice that there are more people living in homes and they're working again, and it's just a good thing. So would you recommend someone that's looking for a house now, is it a good time to buy?
Yeah.
I mean, I told my son, I don't know if he's listening, he's visiting us today, but he bought a house. He's out in Costa Mesa with his wife.
Sure.
And I said, buy.
Sure.
Don't wait. It's not going to get better. I mean, it's not going to get... I don't think you're going to see the accelerated increases in value like we did before, but it's not going to go down again for a while. So if you wait, you may be 8-10 years before it goes down again.
Well, and yeah, nobody can predict the future, of course. I've learned that. But I will tell you that if you're buying a home under $500,000, there is every expectation in the world to think that there's appreciation in store for you. If you're buying a home between 5 and 7, it depends on where. In some areas, we're still seeing some pretty clear signs that there's appreciation. If you're over 7, then there's more to choose from. Homes are taking longer to sell. Certainly certainly there isn't that sense of urgency necessarily that there might be in the lower price range, for the simple reason that you're not competing against as many buyers. 80% of the buyers in Santa Clarita are under 500,000. So that's where the action is. That's where the multiple offers are. That's where there's still a little bit of a frenzy, if you will, because we just don't have enough homes for them. As you go higher in price, certainly the market slows down a little bit, and you can take your time. You can be a little bit more particular. But as to your question about is it a good time to buy, just look at interest rates. I mean, whether you think prices are going to go up or stay the same or go down even, there's no doubt in my mind and in most people's minds that interest rates, there will be pressure on them going up once the government exits that business, and that alone is the same as raising the price of a home to a buyer, right?
Oh, yeah.
So,
Interest rate's going to drive the price, your monthly payments up.
there you go. So, and this is a very affordability conscious buyer that we work with these days, and rightfully so. So, I mean, I can make every argument in the world why it's still a very, very good time to buy. I myself bought a home last month. I didn't buy it because I thought the home was going to go down in value. So, there you go.
All right, so all you people have been sitting on the fence. You got I think one of the top realtors in the valley and top remodelers in the valley. But whatever, do your homework, do whatever you have to do, but really think about it before it's too late, because it's a great thing having a home, and take good care of it. Go watch out for those rodents. All right, we're going to take a quick break now, and we'll be back. This is Randall Winter with Randall Winter Construction, Santa Clarita's hometown station, KHTS, AM 1220.
Do you need space?